In the heart of Odisha lies a magnificent palace, 200 years old, that whispers the tales of royals and legacy, the Dhenkanal Palace. Built in the 19th century of Paniyhala Hill, it was originally designed as a fort and now stands as a royal residence. Even today, the 19th generation royals live there, preserving their rich heritage and welcoming guests into their world. Dhenkanal Palace is not just a historical landmark, but it's a vibrant part of the community, inviting all to explore its fascinating legacy. I'm excited to learn more about the palace and the royal family. Let's go. Back in the day, royal attendants used to adjust their seats for kings. And this bold new Hyundai Alcazar memory seats with welcome retract function does it for you. Its spacious and premium interiors makes for a comfortable drive. While driving the car for 70 kilometers, roughly a 2-hour drive from the Bhubaneswar airport, the route to Dhenkanal offers a stunning view of Odisha's lush greenery and charming villages.
ढेंकनाल राजबरी रे आपना स्वागत। आज मैं यहाँ रॉयल से मिलने आई हूँ। मैं देखूंगी कि आज के समय में वो कैसे जीते हैं और अपने इतिहास को कैसे संरक्षित रखते हैं। ये एक बहुत ही अनोखा मौका है उनकी कहानियों को जानने का, जिसमें उनकी पूर्वजों की विरासत छिपी हुई है। तो चलिए चलते हैं।
Dhenkanal was once a tribal kingdom ruled by the Sabara tribal community. Over the years, 18 kings ruled the region, bringing significant changes. And one major milestone in this history was the kingdom's integration into the Indian Union.
Dhenkanal state, comprising 1463 square miles, was merged in the Union of India by my grandfather Raja Shankar Pratap Mahendra Bahadur in 1947, and he was the first ruler of Eastern India to sign the merger agreement.
While Dhenkanal joined the Indian Union, it still retains its royal charm, especially with the stunning Dhenkanal Palace, where Yuvrani Meenalji and her husband Yuvraj Amarjyoti Singh Deo reside in this beautiful palace.
Hello Komal.
It's an honor to meet you.
It's a pleasure having you and welcome to our home.
Thank you so much. This looks incredible. It's beyond words. I'm so excited.
So are
Thank you
we.
so much for hosting me.
No, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Dhenkanal Palace, designed by a Bengali architect, features huge courtyards and lush gardens. But what totally blew my mind was the elephant head at the entrance.
Oh my God. Wow. That is a real elephant head displayed here. And once upon a time, this elephant used to be really wild and killed almost about 12 villagers during its rampage. In response, the king very bravely went out and hunted it down and then hung his head here in the palace as a very powerful symbol, a reminder that no one, absolutely no one can mess with the praja or the subjects of his kingdom.
But that doesn't mean there was any exploitation of animals. Elephants were actually respected and worshipped here.
In Odisha, we do worship the goddess Lakshmi, and her Vahan is the elephant. Dhenkanal's most famous festival is also the Gaj Lakshmi Puja, where Lakshmi sitting on an elephant is worshipped. So you do understand the predicament we were in.
One thing I'm really fascinated to see is the Queen's Chamber.
Wow. This is the Queen's Chamber. Adorned with intricate carvings and lavish decor, it served as the perfect sanctuary for the Queen. The delicate jewelry, luxurious textiles, and even the weapons illustrate the craftsmanship of the local artisans during the reign of the Dhenkanal kings.
Odisha is very rich in handloom craft also. This is the ikat. So there are different techniques in different parts of Odisha.
Wow.
And they're really beautiful, very tedious. It takes almost a month to make. The younger generation doesn't want to weave anymore, you know, so because it's not very lucrative. It's a lot of hard work sitting on a bench for 7-8 hours. So this is ikat, of course, but it's done on pure cotton, applique work.
Wow.
And Pipli is famous for its applique work.
Oh,
Pipli is near Puri.
I've never seen like an amalgamation of ikat and applique. This is something I've seen for the first time. This is quite stunning and दूर से मुझे लग नहीं रहा था ikat है, मुझे applique लग रहा था, but पास से मुझे लगा कि yes, this is ikat.
Yes.
This is fully ikat.
It was a whole line of Pattachitra, which is this. So this is a very, very old technique.
Stunning.
Again, Puri is the home for it. So our garments had a Pattachitra painting on it. So the dupattas and the salwars and the gents' clothing.
And that's also hand painted.
So this is all free hand painted, yes.
Wow.
This is the jewelry, which is again made in Dhenkanal. These models had the potteries and the
Very
jewelry.
cool. I have to say, this is so cool.
I'm
This
glad
is
you
really
like
cool.
it.
Yeah.
So it's very intricate. If you visit the village, there are 2-3 clusters
Okay.
of artisans doing just dokra, and this actually dates back to Mohenjo-daro. So it's over 4,000 years old.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
Mohenjo-daro, there's a dancing figure which is very famous. It's a dancing girl with her hand on her hip, wearing a lot of bangles.
I think I do have very
We've
faint
all
visuals of it.
seen it at some point.
Yeah.
So that's the earliest piece that you have to say this is a lost wax technique. So it's not molded brass. There are about 17 different steps to
May
it. Yes, sure.
Wow.
So it's all brass and a little bit of design intervention. So what you saw at our gate, the Singh or the lion. So in Odisha, the temples and the palaces all have lions at the entrances. So Komal, I think you had like this, and if you are going to use it, I'd love you to have it.
I would definitely, I wouldn't feel shy for a second before taking this, because this is stunning and this would definitely be a standout piece in my jewelry collection. Thank you so much.
Small souvenir from Dhenkanal.
Thank you.
And
I
Meena Ketan.
cannot wait to wear this. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Celebrations were a daily affair for the royals. The royal family truly experienced the vibrant heart of cultural life in the Rang Mahal.
This room is called the Rang Mahal, and here is where the king experienced the heart of cultural life. This room hosted a lot of grand events and gatherings, showcasing various traditions through music and dance. And very interestingly, the kings would sit here while the queens would sit up there and peek through the windows to enjoy the music and dance.
The palace has a unique connection to the Jagannath Yatra, as it houses the Balram Murti, which is taken to participate in the festivities.
Odisha has the Ratha Yatra in almost all the towns. It's just the scale that varies. So of course Puri is the largest Ratha Yatra, it's world famous. Dhenkanal also, it's quite large. It's also done by the royal family. So here Baba and Mama in-laws, they lead the Ratha Yatra, of course. Baba goes in, my husband. They go to the Balram Mandir, which is very close by and was built by one of our ancestors. So in this Balram Mandir, we have Krishna Bhagwan, we have Subhadra, his sister, and we have his Balram, which is his elder brother. We also have Jagannath, which is an avatar of Krishna. Now for the procession, the Rath Yatra, the Jagannath statue is taken out and he goes in a procession. Of course the Pandits are there and the royal family. So the gents usually start it. It's about a kilometer or more maybe, where the idol is moved slowly in a procession to the Rath. The ladies follow. So we are barefoot and we do the jhadu. So that's called the Chehra Pora, when you sweep at the Rath and in front of the idol. And this the royal family does, and we are of course very well decked up and jeweled, and because it's a puja, and for all festivals we wear silks like this, silks, but of course with more zari. And the procession goes up to the Rath, and then of course there's an arti on the Rath, and the Balram which goes on the Rath actually goes from the palace. So the Jagannath is a very large statue, but the Balram is quite small. But the Balram stays with us in our temple in the palace, and so he is taken to the Rath, and he's the elder brother, so that's how it starts, the procession. So yeah, that's our Rath Yatra for you.
The palace houses rare manuscripts that celebrate Odisha's literary heritage, reflecting the royal family's dedication to culture. Now a heritage home, Yuvrani and Yuvraj have beautifully restored its old world charm, inviting all to experience this rich legacy.
Today I have the honor cooking alongside Yuvrani. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm honestly really excited about this. More than that, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about the ingredients, the special and the vibrant ingredients that you guys use.
The vegetables in Odisha are mostly indigenous, which grow locally. The base is always mustard oil. In Odisha, we don't tend to overcook the vegetables. So, jada bhunai, masala, not too much of that. The vegetables still retain a little bit of their texture and their colors because it's just mildly tempered.
Which is,
so soft, there is methi, there is a little bit of jeera in it.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a combination. Of course, sarson. There are 5 ingredients in that also.
Got it.
But today we're just going to make the dahi bangan.
Okay. Wow.
The local people of Odisha also eat it. So in Odisha we have about 62 tribes. So a large part of the influence comes in from the tribals which we live with, in Odisha.
Wow, this looks delicious. Of course, I know this.
This is the dal.
Okay.
Which in Odisha we call dalma because it has vegetables in it. So again, the local vegetables like pumpkin, there's carrots, there's yam and potatoes, of course, and some green beans.
Wow.
That is the khatta.
Okay.
Which is basically tomato and khajur, dates.
Yum.
Again, similar tadka with kadi patta, sarson.
Got it.
So that's a bit of sweet and salty, khatta meetha.
Okay, got it.
This you've of course done, the dahi bangan. And this is the pokhalo, which is the prince of the thali.
Okay.
So pokhalo is eaten by everyone in Odisha, and it's to do with the weather and the climate because it's very, very humid and hot. And Odisha is a rice eating state.
Okay.
So this is put into water overnight so it doesn't spoil because there's no refrigeration in the good old days. So it would keep the rice well and safe. And the next day you would eat it. This Komal is the sweet or the dessert. So you have the flavors and then you have a meetha, which is a must. Even in the Odia thali. These are known as monda pitha. So and then it's fried in ghee.
Lovely.
So we'll keep this for the dessert.
Okay, let's dig in. So good. This is so light, it's so refreshing. Let's venture beyond the palace and explore some nearby villages and extravagant, breathtaking landscapes. And we get to do this in our new companion. Let's go. Ma'am, I hope आप comfortable हो. I just want to tell you that these are the second row captain seats. It comes with seat mounted armrests. It also comes with a thigh cushion extension which ensures a very comfortable experience.
Thank you, Komal. I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
So this is a village called Nuaga, and it's a village or a cluster of artisans who are working with the Dokra art craft. And this dates back to the Indus Valley civilization. So it's over 4,000 years old.
Wow.
And it's a family of about 36 families together. And every member of that family is engaged in the Dokra art.
I'd love for you to teach me 5 things that I need to learn when in Odisha, okay? And how to say these things in Odia. How are you? I love Dhenkanal Palace. Motte Dhenkanal Palace.
Bahut bhalo lagila.
Bahut bhalo lagila. Welcome to Dhenkanal Palace.
So Dhenkanal Palace re apan karo swagat.
बहुत धन्यवाद आओ थरे देखा हबो हाय त्रिनाथ जी नमस्ते नमस्ते
He's a master artisan.
Wow.
And what you're seeing is, as I said earlier, the first mold
Right.
is just freehand. So
Okay.
everything is freehand.
Oh.
So using clay and anthill mud. Because there's a lot of anthills.
I can see that.
Anthills here.
This is so pretty, so beautiful. As we explore the village, we witness the local artisans working here tirelessly towards preserving the traditional crafts that have been passed down through generations. Dokra and many such art forms that you'd find here are not just skills, but the lifeblood of the community that have been historically known to be supported by the royal family's patronage. I'm in love with this place. Now, once I'm done indulging in some artifacts here and shopping my heart out, I have a very special evening planned with a spectacular Odissi dance performance, which I can't wait for. So see you again.
ओडिशा जो एक स्टेट है इंडिया में, सबसे वो अपने कला संस्कृति के लिए जाना जाता है। तो इसका सबसे पुराना डांस फॉर्म जो है वो ओडिसी डांस बोले जाते हैं। अभी मैं जिस अटायर में हूँ वो ओडिसी डांस बोलते हैं, लेकिन ये ओडिसी डांस स्टार्ट हुआ है टेम्पल से, क्योंकि उड़ीसा में बहुत सारे मंदिर हैं। आपने सुना होगा जगन्नाथ मंदिर, सो टेम्पल जगन्नाथ मंदिर से ही ओडिसी डांस शुरू हुआ है। पहले क्या वो एक महारी नृत्य था, जिसको लड़की लोग भगवान के सामने रात को जब अंधेरा हो जाता है तभी जाके मंदिर में नृत्य करते हैं, उसको महारी डांस बोलते हैं। और एक गोटीपुआ डांस था जो कि बॉयज़, मेल बॉय फीमेल के गेटअप में राज दरबार यानी पुरी गजपति महाराज जो हैं उनके कोर्टयार्ड में परफॉर्म करते हैं। धीरे धीरे वो गोटीपुआ और महारी दोनों डांस को मिलाकर ओडिसी नृत्य का आरंभ हुआ। सारे मंदिर में जैसे आप देखते हो, मंदिर में स्कल्पचर है, भंगी है, जैसे मिरर का भंगी है, जैसे कोई सोया हुआ है, इस सारे भंगी को लेके गोटीपुआ जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे थे सबको सिखाए।
After witnessing the royal traditions, vibrant dances, and timeless stories, I feel like I've been part of something truly special here at the Dhenkanal Palace. But this is just the beginning. Until the next time, this is me, Pratik Patil Babbar, signing off.